Hello, and welcome to GYDSU.com, the program that guides you through financial and life challenges. This week, Wendy is going to talk about Health Care Proxies and living wills.
Hi, I want to talk about health care proxies and how they interact with living wills and how they work with 5 wishes. So you've heard of health care proxies. Those are the things that allow medical professionals to talk with your agent if you are not able to make your own decisions. So that's the first thing you should know, that if you're able to make your own decisions, they don't come into play. Healthcare proxies are only if you're not able to speak for yourself. The second thing you should know is that they come automatically with a HIPAA release. So anyone you name as your healthcare proxy is allowed to know your most private medical issues. At that point, it's probably useful for them anyway. The living will is a different thing. A living will is where you talk about what conditions you wish to be have medical services provided. And so you can think of like Karen Ann Quinlan wishing to be unplugged. In practice, this almost never comes up, and it's super hard to explain in advance all of your thoughts about how you'd like your life to go. I think it makes a lot more sense to skip the living will and just have conversations with your healthcare proxy about what a meaningful life means to you and under which conditions you would or would not wish to be sedated and proned and put on a ventilator, where 20% of people come off of that, but for 80% of people, that moment before they're sedated is their last conscious thought. Let your healthcare proxy know what your thoughts are about this. A really good document that helps these conversations is called 5 Wishes. I think the company is called 5wishes.org. And they have a little booklet where they talk about who is my healthcare proxy, what are my thoughts about what I want, what's a meaningful life mean to me, what kind of care would I want. It's sort of like a birth plan, but for the other end of life. And it doesn't rule, but it informs. And I think it helps people a lot on the ground if they've had these conversations about what is important to you. So give the framework, don't give the specifics. So for example, many people would not want to have CPR performed on them when they're frail. It will break their bones and probably they won't survive. So you can say, do not perform CPR, but you might want other procedures. You might want to be put on oxygen. So I'm not a doctor, and I'm not capable of telling you all the different medical things that might happen in every given situation, but neither is anybody else. So just appoint the person who would stand in for you to talk to the doctors. That's a healthcare proxy. And personally, I skip the living will, but I know that people like them, so you can make that decision for yourself. But also check out 5wishes.org.
Thanks again for joining us for this week's presentation by GYDSU.com. Subscribe to see upcoming episodes and ring the bell to get notifications when a new video is up. For more information about our programs, go to www.gyydsu.com. See you next time!